it's Justine, and we have 3 Apple Watches to check out today. First up, we have the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in the satin black. This is basically the same as the previous version from last year, just in a new color. And for the Series 10, we have 2 different versions. We've got the 42mm rose gold in aluminum and the gold 42mm polished titanium. These look so awesome, and I can't wait to show them to you. Ooh, with this pretty lavender band. Fuchsia, purple, what color are you? I can't figure out where the color is. It's purple to me. Ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh, it matches. It actually matches my shirt perfectly. Didn't plan that, actually. It's so much thinner than the previous version. So cute. We've also got a charging cable. Oh, that's gonna look beautiful. Let's open up a watch band so I can actually put it on. It just feels so much better on your hand because it's so much thinner. It just feels way more comfortable. It's beautiful. I know I'm gonna love this one. Look at that gold. So shiny. It's so pretty. Also got an Apple Watch charger. This one comes with the new Milanese loop, which is also very, very nice. Oh yeah. Pretty. So here's the gold. This is definitely more of a rose gold. Like, it's a warmer color. Like, this bracelet that I have on here, gold. This is also technically supposed to be rose gold, but this is very much gold. This is even more of a rose gold, but I love this color. Next, we have the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in satin black. Even this unboxing experience, it feels very similar to the previous one, but it's in dark mode now. Nice little booklet. This does feel even thinner than last year's version. You can definitely tell that Apple is trying to do away with a lot of waste. Like, this is thinner. All of the packaging and stuff is so much smaller and more compact. It's definitely really cool to see. Come out of there. There we go. We've got everything all laid out here. I was hoping they did like a gray cable, but it's just the basic USB-C braided. Missed opportunity. It looks so good. I mean, it looks just like the Apple Watch Ultra 2 because it is the Apple Watch Ultra 2, but now it's in this nice satin black color. It really is nice. I do really like the titanium, but I feel like since the beginning, this is something that people were really asking for. So if you've been holding off on getting the Apple Watch Ultra 2, this could be the time. So next up, we've got a watch band. This is the Alpine Loop, and it's like a greenish kind of a color. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the green color, but it's a very subtle kind of green, so it's pretty dark, but it really looks pretty fresh. I like it. So we got 2 other watch bands to check out. This is the Trail Loop in the black titanium. And we have a new Ocean band, and it also has some black little buckles here to match the new satin black Apple Watch Ultra 2. The only problem with this is I might need an extender for my wetsuit. We'll see what happens. This looks incredible. Oh my gosh, I love this combo. And the fact that these are also black and they match, I love this look. Oh yeah, that's so nice. So now that these are all unboxed, let's go and start testing them out. For the past 3 years, I've focused a ton on sleep and recovery, and it's made a huge significance in my health and my ability to push myself in training and even just my daily life. Now, what I love so much about the Apple Watch is that Apple is continuing to push the boundaries of what this everyday wearable can do. They've now introduced sleep apnea detection that uses the Apple Watch's accelerometer to detect small movements at the wrist that's associated with interruptions to your normal breathing patterns. We'll touch more on this later in the video. The Apple Watch Series 10 is Apple's thinnest and most streamlined design yet. It's 10% thinner than the Series 9, and the display is 30% bigger if you're upgrading from a Series 6. The 46mm is actually larger than the Ultra 2, which is pretty wild. The wide-angle OLED display is 40% brighter when viewed from an angle, which is going to make everything look so crisp no matter how you're using it. Now, one of the cool new features about the Series 10 is it's always on mode. The display updates every second instead of once a minute, so you're getting real-time information and it doesn't even drain the battery. Speaking of battery life, you've got up to 18 hours on a single charge, and in low power mode, mode, you can stretch that to 36 hours, which is perfect for long days or even overnight tracking. Now this year's colors are really pretty. So for the aluminum models, we have jet black, warm rose gold, and silver. And on the titanium models, we have natural, gold, and slate. The titanium is 20% lighter than previous generations, and you can feel it immediately as soon as you put it on your wrist. So I've been loving testing out the new Apple Watch Series 10. It feels so much lighter on my wrist. I'm obviously used to wearing the Ultra 2, but in comparison to the previous version, the Series 9, it just feels so amazing. Something else that I'm super hyped about is the fast charging. The Series 10 charges up to 80% in just 30 minutes, making this the fastest charging Apple Watch ever. This is such a game changer, especially for those who do sleep with your Apple Watch and you need to get a quick charge before work or heading out. You'll be fully charged in no time. And now the feature that is really pushing the Apple Watch forward as a health device is this sleep apnea detection. Sleep is so crucial to all of our physical and mental well-being, and sleep apnea is a condition where breathing stops temporarily during your sleep, and this affects over 1 billion people worldwide, and most people don't even know they have it. I was so curious how they were doing this because I was like, well, how can the Apple Watch actually detect if I'm breathing or not? I got a chance to chat with some specialists from Apple to talk more about this feature and how it's all gonna work.
So that accelerometer sensor that we use, it's a 3-axis accelerometry, detects motion, acceleration. It can detect even the small movements of breathing. That in and out oscillation of breathing at night is actually reflected down through your arm into the wrist and can be detected by Apple Watch. And so we use that accelerometer sensor, apply machine learning algorithms to detect these temporary interruptions in breathing.
Does the notification just kind of pop up, or like, is there something that I should look for? And if it doesn't pop up, does that mean that I'm okay?
So after a 30-day window is up, it will only trigger a notification, trigger a contact to you if it thinks you meet criteria for possible sleep apnea. So only a positive will be shown to the user.
You can even track this over a longer period, such as 1 month, 6 months, or a year. And if you need, you can export a detailed PDF of your sleep apnea related data, including a 3-month summary for more informed conversations with your doctor. This feature was built on advanced machine learning and was validated in a clinical study. So it'll show you incredible accuracy in being able to detect at least mild sleep apnea in all participants flagged by this algorithm. It really is revolutionary, and I can't wait to test this out on myself. This is one of my favorite places to visit in Oahu, Kualoa Ranch. It's a private 4,000-acre nature reserve and also the backdrop to many famous movies and TV shows like Lost, Jurassic Park, and so many others. I wanted to test out paddleboarding and snorkeling on the new Series 10, so we packed up and went to the ranch's secret island. We're gonna head out and do a little paddleboard session here, testing out the new Apple Watch. I think what the plan is we're basically just gonna go over here and kind of float down to here. Time to paddle. I wouldn't call this an Olympic award-winning paddleboarding performance by any means, but we're here to test out the Apple Watch, and that's what we did. Just tried out the paddleboarding app for the first time, and it worked really well. The current was super tough to kind of film and adventure through, but I'm gonna hit stop. I added like 1 marker, 29 minutes, 88 kilometers, average heart rate 99. The coolest part of the paddleboarding experience was looking at the data that was recorded from my watch to the app. You've got your speed, pace, heart rate, but the best part was this map. Look at this chaos. It's pretty fun because you can zoom in and out and remember exactly where you were. We're about to head out for the first snorkel using the new iPhone Series 10. What's really exciting is we have this new Oceanic Plus housing. So this is different than their dive housing because this one is rated for much lower depths. So if you are actually scuba diving, this is the one that you're gonna wanna take. But this one is really great because it has kind of this little soft membrane, so you're able to just use your phone as you normally would. It's super easy. Close it, and you have full touchscreen. You can take photos, videos, all underwater. And it's really lightweight too, which is nice. We're about to snorkel! So I'm not really sure if the visibility could have been any worse than it was. These conditions were definitely not great for snorkeling, but look, there's a fish! I figured there's no point in just swimming around when you can't see anything. I think we've got some data, so let's hop out and see what we've got. So to snorkel, I use the Oceanic app. This will allow you to track your snorkeling, plus combined with their underwater housing, you'll be able to not only see your snorkel data, but the media will automatically be tied to that session. They make color grading your footage super easy. You can go into the media and edit it right here. Don't forget to rate and mark how the snorkel was. This one for me wasn't so great. But the good news is with Oceanic, they also have a heat map now that shows you popular places to snorkel, freedive, and scuba. So this means I'm gonna have to find a better place to snorkel. Now moving on to the Apple Watch Ultra 2, we did not get an Ultra 3 this year, which I was a little bit sad about, but I kind of had a feeling that they weren't going to do an update because the 2 was still so fantastic. They're really gonna have to outdo themselves for the next version. So instead, we got a new color, and this is satin black. And I gotta say, I really do love my natural titanium one, but this satin black, it's looking pretty good. Now I don't have one just yet, but this satin black paired with the new titanium Milanese loop, it really completely transforms the look of this watch into something that looks really cool and futuristic. This new Ultra 2 in the black satin is priced at $899, and you can choose between this or the natural titanium if you are looking to get a new Apple Watch Ultra 2. There's a bunch of new really fun watch bands as well, and Hermes really outdid themselves this time. There's this beautiful silver band that I saw at the Apple event. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then I saw the price tag. It's $999 for this watch band. Like, I get it. It's freaking fancy. So we're gonna go on a hike now with the Apple Watch Ultra 2. I did choose to use this one since it is the new satin black, and since this is a hike, it feels something that the rugged Apple Watch Ultra could handle. One of my favorite things when hiking is using the backtracking feature. So I can start this trail and I can basically have this follow exactly where I'm going. And then if I ever get lost, I can click retrace and it'll take me back directly where I started. So you have this waypoint and you can just follow it. You can also add destination markers, which is one of my favorite things that I was using in the previous version. So anytime I came across something really cool, I can drop a pin and I can come back and see that later. So we need to get started because it is 3:53 right now and the sun will be setting soon. So let's start this hike and let's go. Oh, a fork in the road. Which way shall we go? I don't know. Let's open all trails. So this is where we want to be going. And as we turn it, it's like, absolutely not. Looks like this way. We're back en route. Don't worry. All's well. Still going down. Now that you can see where we started, where we're at, you can zoom into the waypoint, zoom out to give you a little more of a comprehensive view of where we've been. But we're here. Nice. There's no waterfall. Oh man. Well, I won't be filming 120 frames a second waterfall today, that's for sure. I will add a waypoint. I put a water droplet. There's water. No fall. We reached our, I don't want to even say it, final destination. We have to head back now. So I have backtracking enabled, which will allow me to retrace my steps all the way back to the beginning. And it's probably gonna get dark partway through, so good thing that this Apple Watch Ultra is super bright and has a very long battery life. Wish us luck! And we made it back using the backtracking, so you can see here on my watch. There it is. The whole route. So far, testing out the Apple Watch Series 10 and the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 in the satin black has been so much fun. I had the best time diving with the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Obviously, that is one of the reasons that got me into diving to begin with, because it makes it so easy and so accessible. Using the Oceanic app paired with the actual iPhone app, you get so much incredible data. Like, I'm able to see all of my photos and videos that I've taken with the Oceanic dive housing. So pairing that whole combo together has really made the diving experience, especially for somebody who's newer, so easily and so accessible. Now bringing us to the Series 10, I have absolutely loved testing this out. When people ask me what my favorite piece of tech is, obviously it is the iPhone, but the Apple Watch, it's up there. It is just such a comprehensive device that allows you to not only take accountability for your health, but now with all of these updated sleep apnea features, this is really letting you kind of take your own health into your own hands. And for me, sleep is something that is so important. important. And it wasn't until a few years ago when I got the Oura Ring that I actually started really paying attention to it. But now that the battery life has been so good on these newer Apple Watches, sleeping with your Apple Watch and being able to charge it really fast in the morning and be able to continue on with your day makes it really possible for pretty much anyone to be able to sleep with this. I'm really excited to test out the sleep apnea feature. Now, I got a chance to chat with Matt from Apple, and he was walking me through how this all actually works, and it's pretty fascinating. The one thing that he did say is a lot of people don't even know that they have sleep apnea, and I got a little concerned because I pride myself in getting a lot of sleep, but I never really feel fully rested. So I'm curious, maybe this is something that affects me and I don't even know it. This will detect moderate to severe sleep apnea, so if you do have a mild condition, it may not pick it up. But I'm so impressed with Apple how they keep pushing the boundaries further and further to let us, as consumers and normal everyday people, take our health back into our own hands.